This conference will now be recorded.
Being 6 p.m., April 22nd, 2026, we'll bring the Tilton Budget Committee to order. We'll start with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, so I guess we should just approve the minutes of the public hearing. Not many people showed up for.
How many showed up for town meeting? I think we had, what, 47, something like that?
Yeah.
I make a motion to accept the minutes as written
January 28th.
of January 28th.
I'll second.
Any discussion? Pretty much what went down at town meeting, I think, right?
Mhm.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right. So, next thing on the agenda is officer organization or reorganization, whatever you want to do.
However you want to look at it. I make a motion, Billy be appointed chair.
Second.
Third.
Is there any discussion? Is there anyone that would like to do the job? I mean, I guess that's why I do.
You do a great job, Bill.
Okay. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
I will abstain. And I move that Deb Shepherd be vice chair,
Second.
unless someone else would like to.
Honestly, if anybody else wants to, feel free.
Yeah.
I don't want to hog it, honestly.
Hug it away.
All right. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And we move that Sue McDonald be secretary? Is that something that we have to do or?
I think I'm already the secretary through the town,
Yeah,
so
well,
I don't- you can if
I
you'd
don't
like.
know.
I think,
Might
I
as well
think you should
that
do it
since-
just for the minutes.
Since you're going to be
Sure.
in,
I
sitting
make
in the board.
Is that a motion?
That's a motion.
I second it.
Yeah.
Discussion, right?
Yeah, I think
No discussion.
Just for the
it
minutes.
always used to be that we would
Aye.
vote for that. So I'll say, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, so on to, we would like to welcome Mr. Fontaine to the board as the selectman. Is this a new area that you've been, or you've been in public government at all, or?
No,
No, okay, great. Well, welcome, and we'll hope that we can help understand each other.
Thank you.
Yeah,
He's doing a great job at the selectmen meetings.
Great, great.
I do
Yeah,
not-
he's okay.
Okay, so we have the, get that done, okay.
So I guess the letter first, right? And see if.
Yeah, review appropriate, the application. You had made some changes to this?
Not to the letter, to the application itself.
Okay.
So for the letter, I just wanted to know if everybody liked it the way it was. Did anybody want any editing on it before we put it up, post it? Besides the date, we'll have to check the date.
So what was the red ink for? Is that something?
That
you
was
took
showing
out?
the area that I wanted to change, the community impact of our programs
That's
and
the application.
services. I proposed the sheet instead of, for that section. Like slipping this into that section that's been marked in red.
Okay,
Excuse me.
this one.
Yeah,
over
I
there,
proposed
okay,
putting
sure.
this in place instead of what's there,
Yeah,
because what's there doesn't really give you enough information.
Sure,
And this will also make them tell us what they've done for the 2 years before that
Okay, that's a
too.
good
So
idea.
we don't have to go searching for the
And-
information ourselves.
and the chart is a little easier to compare. things with,
Exactly.
Yeah,
I was thinking maybe, I have a lot of lines here. I was thinking maybe 10 lines.
okay.
Do we have
Yes,
an
ma'am.
area that, because we're always asking for comparison to other local,
Um,
Yeah, we usually like a comparison.
like saying the same thing,
Like what they
like
get from
number
other
of
towns?
residents for Tilton, number of residents they serve for Franklin, Northfield, blah, 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 on your little sheet here.
I don't have that here. Do you have a recommendation of what you want it to look like?
What usually we say CAP or DNA, they serve a lot of the same towns
Mhm.
around us. And we like to just compare that
Do you want that on the application or do you want that on the question sheet that I've been giving them, that I gave them
I think
last
the
year?
question sheet makes more sense than the application. Right, because you can
But
get more
then,
detail.
I don't know,
We
did
seem to
anybody
always-
answer these last year?
Actually, yeah, Laconia visiting nurse people, I can't remember if that was the name of the place, but they actually answered every single question.
Right.
They used this
Well,
form.
then we need to tell them this is mandatory to fill out then.
Well, they brought it with them, yeah.
I mean, the other ones.
We
didn't.
could, I guess we could include it with the application. Do
Make
we
it part of it.
Yeah,
wanna
yeah,
do that?
yeah. I like
And-
fiscal year.
We seem to
It's
have to
mine.
go back and ask a number of
That's why I went with this.
people the same thing, saying you need to include this.
Let me see.
So
Sure.
this letter, actually, this is on the website, right? That's the
Right.
only place people see that is on the
Right.
town's website.
Yeah, I guess they used to send them out. but
We
now-
used to mail
yeah.
them to the people that would come in every year.
Right.
They decided against that.
Let's see. I'm just taking a look at the other questions to see if they say anything about the other towns.
Question 5 and 6 of this agency.
Yeah.
They're not numbered, but it's the last two on the first page.
Mm-hmm.
How many Tilton residents use your services? Do you use the money received? That might seem like a logical place to put a chart that follows.
Okay,
Fill
maybe
out the chart below or something, if anybody agrees with that. Just seems to be a
How many
natural.
Tilton
Or
residents
eliminate
use
those
your
two
s-
questions if you're gonna use this chart.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, because I had it there
Redundant.
because the chart, because it was very, very little written in the application. So yeah, I can get rid of those.
Cross out those questions and just leave the chart as
Yeah.
that seems to make sense.
But you could
Um,
use that space to ask.
just
like,
that
what other
one, I think-
Towns do you service? Like what other local towns do you? Like how many residents you service
me
from
um,
Northfield, Franklin, right?
How about provide a comparison of services to other towns? You like that wording?
Well,
Yeah.
It would have to, I mean, I don't want Manchester.
I know other towns
to
in
our-
this
our
area,
local-
Yeah,
other
to
towns,
do we want to
either
specify towns?
or county
Belknap County.
Now, and
county
Merrimack.
towns that you also service in Belknap County?
Okay, so
Or, no,
Provide
actually, it probably makes more sense
comparisons.
to have just the towns that are,
Around.
of your
The towns that border, the towns that
services.
well, I mean, if it's a
Comparable towns?
statewide program,
little towns to Tilton.
or just,
Um,
if it's a statewide program, why don't we have everything,
I'm
you know?
more.
Do you want
information.
all the towns or because what CAP only does like the ones that are comparable, right?
Right, because that's that cap that we are using is what, Belknap County, right?
Right. Oh, do we want to just say Belknap? No, because sometimes there's not in Belknap
There's,
County.
well, sometimes we have a few things in
Northfield's
North-
not
in
and
Merrimack.
Merida.
but,
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to remember what we,
Provide
we asked
comparisons of
for.
the services your agency
Provide to other New Hampshire towns, New
provides
Hampshire towns / cities.
other.
You can do an IE if you want, IE, Franklin, Northfield, Elmont, Coney, blah, blah.
That's what I'm wondering if you want specific towns or if you want.
Do we want to, let's see,
Some of
provide,
them serve all of New
They
Hampshire.
could just give a list. They could attach a list to it if there's that many. I mean, information is good, right?
right,
So provide comparisons of the services your agency provides to other New Hampshire towns and cities?
And you
And
want
you
it
want
by-
that on the question sheet or you want that on the application somewhere?
I like the question sheet.
which one would it work better with? The question one?
What do you think?
I
Actually,
would say
it's on the application.
The
Please
application.
include a comparative list of fees and services provided to other lease region
number?
municipalities.
Yeah, I thought we had put
It's
that in there
on the second
before.
side of the application, second page.
See, we're so
Okay,
good, we didn't
yeah.
even know.
I know, right?
Yeah,
I could
I
put
thought we
in,
had put that in.
I could put in something like this, instead of saying, give an example, I could put in an actual
There you go,
chart.
a chart that they could just fill in. That might be easier, yeah.
Now, you don't want more than 1 year for that though, like we'd want for the Tilton services, we just want just basic comparisons, right?
Yeah, because if we have that every year, then we have something to save and say, okay, compare it to the next year.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I'll work out a chart on that and well, I guess we'll have to do it by email. I have to, unless we're gonna have another meeting to approve the final application.
Now, when they send it to you, do you look at it and say, well, you didn't send this, you didn't send that?
Well, because some of them will just make up their own thing, like they're like, see attached, see attached.
Yeah,
So I
right.
don't always see what they're missing when they do it that way. They just have like their own way of filling out the application sometimes, but they try to include all the information.
So the year-to-date financials, you have income statement and balance sheet, and then we have please attach balance sheet and statements regarding any liquid assets. So this one should be a set of income statement because that's limited. We call it profit and loss, P&L, which is the bottom part of the balance sheet. And then you got this one for the balance sheet. And I keep the prior year so they don't have to give me the year before.
So you want me to change something?
Yeah, because you got balance sheet on format
What
for
page are we on?
providing financials.
Okay, thank
Please
you.
include your year-to-date financials for the nearest available month and quarter cutoff. Not always helpful, but we do need that, including income statement and balance sheet. Along with the 2025 proposed budget, you should also include the year-to-date budget and actual information. So
So
the
you-
year-to-date is repeated because it says financials to the nearest quarter or month that's year-to-date, really.
Well, they're saying the year-to-date budget, though, not the
Oh,
income.
budget.
Yeah. Do you want something more in there? You want the
I
profit?
don't like the word income statement because then they don't give us, I'd say profit and loss and balance sheet.
Okay, so change income statement to profit and loss?
Yeah. Because they can just provide what they have for income, no expenses. So trial balance includes a profit and loss and the balance sheet. And yeah,
So I'm just changing income statement to profit and loss. You're not adding it. Okay.
I'll be good with that.
Of course, I'll change the years. That's why
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
highlighted to remind me. And do we need the COVID-19 funding in that top part of?
No,
Probably not. Right. Hopefully not.
there's no more. I mean,
Yeah.
some people are having to,
I'll take that out.
their payroll, they're getting caught for that, but
All right, so we're changing that word. I'll come up with a better format for the comparative list. Make it more pronounced. And what date do we want for the due date? You want to do September 30th again?
I think we should do that.
Okay.
sure.
We don't seem to be really hard on it if they can't make it, but we just need an explanation if they're gonna be late or not, right?
Right.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
somebody had
But we would love
no
to have
head
it.
person to do it there.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Except for Old Home Day, they get that. Deb forgets to say.
Yeah, we're not giving her any leeway.
And 15 copies is a little bit overkill, but at the same time, sometimes you guys don't bring in your stuff, and that way I have extra copies
Sure.
already, and it
Yeah.
puts the cost of the printing towards them.
Yeah, yeah, right.
So-
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I was just curious. It seemed like a lot.
Christine, what about on the letter where it shows this part on here for the money part? Would you redo that on the letter itself?
Well, you got income to statement again,
So you want that
which
changed?
you can take that out because trial balance is your profit and loss and balance sheet.
Okay,
It includes both.
so you want just profit and loss and take out both of those?
No, you can say including trial balance
Just trial
because that
balance?
includes both. Yeah. And people gave us this last
And
year.
this chart is fine.
Yeah,
That's what I was asking, yeah.
yeah. And they did give us that,
Yeah.
surprisingly.
I think I might take out the numbers that are there though, because I think one of the applicants just put in for the heating and the health insurance. They didn't do the rest of
Yeah.
it.
Oh my God. Oh yeah, take that and just leave
Right.
it.
Just leave the
The
top,
headings,
yeah,
yeah.
the headings.
Oh, Lord.
Even though it says following example.
That's funny too, is I just noticed that Tim never changed those numbers, but the dates.
Yeah, 21, 21, 20.
Usually I pick that stuff up. But. All right, so I can make these changes and then do we want to meet again to make a final approval on the changes? Maybe meet in May?
I don't know if
So
we
you're
need
gonna
to,
tap-
if you just
Well, do we
email
need
us
to,
all. And
because technically you're not supposed to make decisions outside of,
I would say just because of the, in the interest of keeping it public, now, if we were talking about a spelling change or something, someone caught a typo, we could handle that by email, but these are structural
Is
changes.
it being mailed out?
it doesn't get mailed out, it's just
When
online.
do you post it online?
It's always posted online. We just,
If it's
we
due
move it to
September
the,
30th.
it's always posted online under the budget committee on the website.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then in the, like July, we move
page.
to the front page of the website. July.
And you're gonna make the questions part of the application now, right?
Yeah, I'll work on that too. Are there any questions in there that you think are redundant?
I guess I was just trying to see if there was another reason to meet, so we don't just meet for like 5 minutes. Like, is there anything else we have to do between now and September as a committee? That's all. I was just trying to like find a way to like, make it more effective.
Well, in the fall, they usually do a budget class. And I was going to see if anybody wanted to do it. I'm going to be doing it this year. I don't know. We can,
Where's that?
it's usually an online webinar.
Okay.
Back in the day, it was in person. We used to go on trips.
I mean, does everyone have one of these?
I do.
I'll make sure you get one,
I
Jeff.
just got the digital version
Okay,
today.
good.
Oh, great,
so-
great, good.
They may have a new one in the fall anyway.
Yeah, this is 2024. But
Mhm. Yeah, they didn't have any changes this in 2025 that made it worth redoing it.
So,
So you want to just meet next month
Okay.
or quick one?
Up to you guys.
Yeah. I mean, we typically meet in August.
But we have to get the applications out earlier than that. Yeah, I'd like to get it in place.
Yeah.
And then
So let's
when we
just-
move it up
Let's
front
just do it.
in May. And
do
then
it,
Joe
yeah.
can be here for that one too, because he'll get, he's going to be appointed at their next commission meeting. So,
Don't do it the
Okay,
last
great.
week of May, because that's Memorial Day.
yeah, no,
The last Monday.
it's not going to take me
So,
that long to do it. but-
Mid-May,
Because we'll be on vacation that last week.
how about mid-May?
Yeah, mid-May's fine. Like a month
he's
from now.
making me June. I'm
15th
gone.
or something? I don't have a,
May 6th is the first Wednesday of the month and May 13th is the second one.
let's do that.
May 13th?
I don't see any holidays that might problem, so. right?
So that's not good.
No, it's good that
And then-
holidays right here.
And then we can set the next meeting for the fall, and the next couple for the fall at that meeting. So I'll give us something else to do.
Set the fall schedule at that time too, yeah, okay.
Class in the fall. Does anybody else need binders? A new binder? I know I got you some last year.
Guess I have to clean mine out.
Yeah, I have one too. I
Mine is so fast.
Just throw stuff away, Christine.
Well, I like to have the year before and the
nice
year
to keep it-
before
yeah,
because they
comparison.
lie.
Because it's
Quiet.
helpful.
And also, unless, going forward, unless we have people coming in for a public hearing, I'd like to just open the side door instead of both doors. I don't know if anybody uses
Over
the
here?
front door.
What-
Oh, yeah, yeah, sure.
I don't know. Does anybody use the front door normally?
Which
And they
might
come
be
in.
I just
the
use
public-
by the ramp.
public might use it.
Yeah, well, that's why I thought for the public hearing, I'll have both doors open, but if it's
No, but
just
I mean,
us.
every
But
meeting is
anybody
public.
can
a
come
ramp.
to any meeting.
Every meeting is public.
It's up, so do you want both doors
Well, I'm
open?
just saying
Okay.
that if that's, if that's
Potentially,
what-
it could be a public, every meeting is.
Or
open
you
to
put
Every
it-
meeting is a public meeting, but you don't
put
usually
a
have,
note on the front saying, use the side door if you're going to the budget committee.
I'll just
meeting.
open them both.
Because it just takes one person to say, I tried to come and the door was locked.
Right. That's fine.
But isn't
Not
there
that
a
anybody
doorbell?
comes, you're right, but
Read that one time.
We don't have anybody usually come, but
it would be on Facebook that, we're holding public budget meetings. and
I have heard
not
that
opening
some
the door.
people do religiously watch the videos. So,
That's good.
yeah.
All right, so May 13th will be the next meeting and I'll have this all set up. I'll still send it out by email and see if anybody has any suggestions, but voting wise, we should vote on it in person.
Okay, any other business? I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
I make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
Bust this
All
through.
those in favor?
Hi.
Aye.
Opposed?
All of our meetings should be 21
Your
minutes.
first motion.
Thank you, everyone, for coming.
Thank you.
Christine, I'm still waiting
What are we waiting for?
for my refund. Where is